It's night. Actually, it's a bit dark in Uganda, and it's such a pleasure to be here today. It's a privilege, actually. I'm very glad, and I'm I'm here, and I have a very big number of people behind me who are behind me, so I'm representing them, and yeah, I'm excited to really advocate and showcase what we are doing and try to really connect with everyone on this platform. It's such a pleasure. I actually want to really recognize your support, Tracy, to make this happen, because this is a dream that I may say to me, get exposure, something I feel like it's what I need to do, and that's what I was meant to do. So being explained or being exposed to people like the way I'm meeting people here, it's something that I really love. So it's a pleasure, and I want to thank you for that. And secondly, I want to thank the global the Global Solutions Forum for hosting us, because without them we couldn't really get this opportunity. So it's something very interesting. And yeah, it's great to be here. And I will start actually with my story to really relate this to what I'm doing now, because it's such something that relating closer to my passion and to my heart. So when I'm sharing about this, I feel like I'm really putting what I meant to do, or what I was meant to really do to this world on, I mean, in reality. So I'm walking into the reality of my passion. So a little bit about me. I'm originally from Congo, and I actually left Congo. That was back in 2018. So I've been here for quite a long time in a refugee camp. Back in Congo, I had really a very big passion in education. I wanted to be an engineer, and this didn't happen. Back to what I wanted, and my parents was willing really to get me back to school so that I pursue my dreams. And my willing was to really make them proud. So unfortunately, this couldn't happen just because of persecution and war that affected me to really pursue that dream. So reaching in Valley was also another war, from a war to another war, whereby I feel like, what can I do? What do I have to do? And feeling in this area, a new area that I know nobody. I I don't get food. It's hard for me to get a shelter. I feel like I'm really behind, and I have no one to really get me along with. But the passion I hold in education was the only one that was driving me to the level that I'm now speaking today with you. So it's something I'm proud of. And after all of that, I found that um, I really have to do something. What I did is like looking for education or wherever it could be in a refugee camp. Life was so hard, and life is so hard in a camp for me who were new. I couldn't get the education that I wanted, but I learned English, I learned different skills, entrepreneurship. I really learned financial literacy, conflict resolution, and different other skills that could really sharpen my passion to the level that I really wanted it to be. So this didn't really stop there until I met my friend and my coach that I respect. That's Coach Amtundi. He's with us here, and I'm going to give him an opportunity to introduce himself and tell us his story as we move forward. So let's hear from him. and he's going to give us another extra of how we met and what we are trying to really build out of nothing. Thank you.
Hello everyone. By the name I'm called Muindo Mtundi. I'm the coach and the leader of New Talents for the Best Future. And I'm an artist, guitar artist. Yeah, we make guitars in Nachi Valley to reduce on trust on trauma in Nachi Valley. We believe that when you play music, you feel better and you forget about yesterday. Um, as Roger said, we we met on streets with Roger. I didn't knew him before. We met in one street here in Nachi Valley. Actually, those days was hard. It was the I can say those days was very hard for us, me and him and other youths. Before meeting with him, I passed through a lot of things because I came here in Uganda, 2014. I lost everything. I lost my family in Congo in the war. It was very hard for me, and it was really really hard. Okay, we met on street with him. I just like I talked to him, and I remember it was in 2020. We met with him with Roger. I just met him. He was a cool guy because when I was talking to him, he was just like open to me, trying to just tell me like about Nachi Valley because even me those days I was new here because before coming here I was living in Kampala. Yeah, I came here in 2019. Yeah, it was very hard for me, and I just I told him my story, the way I lost my family in Congo, the way life was for me hard in Kampala, because I remember I was uh, I was just out of the house after like missing uh, the money to pay my rent. Then I was chased out of the house. Yeah, I started living on the streets where I learned a lot of things. I I just I I remember I even live on street for some days. I had a group there. We were a youth group where we could just do something. When you're living on street is very hard. It's very hard, and you find that you have a bad group. Yeah. Then when I told him my story that life was very hard for me here in Achi Valley. I didn't have a friend to share with my story, to share with my problems. Then when I found him, he also shared the same story with me. That's life was not good also for him. Then we started from there. I told him how do you think if we can just uh, see other youths and try to talk to them and share with them. Maybe they can just we may have the same story together and try to change. Yeah. Then we started from there. We talked to some youths. Roger was known here in Achi Valley. He went and looked for some youths and tell them that yeah, we have some sharing. We come and share. We share our stories so that we can just create a family. Yeah, a family of change, a family where we are going to help other youths also to let go their past and starting living in the present moment. Yeah, it wasn't easy. Yeah, we started from there. We started 12 views. We started by sharing. I shared my story. Roger also shared his story, and as also share. Then we said that we can create a group where we will be coming and sharing at least once per week. Then people were like, "Wow, this is so amazing!" And we started from there. People love this. People love the idea, and is how we started New Talents for the Best Future. This group started in 2020, January 2025 is where we started our group, and now is an organization that is helping youths in Aki Valley and vulnerable children. Yeah, we are so happy to just reach where we are today, because now we have a lot of youths. We have 30 youths, and we have more than 150 children that's learning at our center. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Amuindo, for this related story to where we are coming from and what we really have been doing. So here come, out of all those stories, come the New Talent for the Best Future that stand for a very big mission whereby we truly believe that let me first hope that you can hear my sharing. I'm sharing the screen.
We see it. Thanks.
Let me hope you can see it.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Sure, I can.
We can see.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of, I've been saying, out of those stories, we were able to establish the New Talent for the Best Future, whereby we are creating a world of changes, and we believe that it's where we can start to really be the change that we want to see. And it starts from a little small change that we are making, that we are doing, and we really want to show the world that this is where it started from, and to show that it's our duty, it's our collective effort going to bring us to a next level, the level that we meet that very young child, that vulnerable, who is struggling to access the education they deserve, and really give them the opportunity to really get the education. So with our mission, we really have a very strong mission to cultivate talent through education, sport, art, and social skills. We want to really develop these children's, the vulnerable children's talent, potential, and social skills to really make them to be so resilient, to really live the life they also were meant to live. So we are helping vulnerable children and young people to improve their lives and practice in community development, because we know that these are the future leaders. These are the future and these are the people that are going to sharpen the future. And without empowering them, then our future is not guaranteed. We don't have hope for the future. That's why we trust and we want to break the barriers to empower these vulnerable ones with education and skills for self-reliance and resilience. Those are the many missions that we are holding, and we believe that they are aligning with you, because without you, we cannot do anything. Next, here is our programs. We have different programs to really relate these and give these children that they deserve, though anyone is not standing for them, anyone is not really coming up and support. We believe that the one step, the one small act that we can do can really make a very big change. So we facilitate vulnerable children to get involved, get enrolled in education or in school by providing the education that's related to what they have inside. We have child education. We also give them the opportunity to share stories, because we believe the more we share stories, the more we let go the pain, the different burden that's happened to us, the different dramas. So the more we share, the more we let go, and we live a free life, a happy life. We expose them to a community library to really get to let them also get explore new thing, because I believe that by reading we get to travel the whole world while sitting on one place. So by giving them a chance to read, it's giving them a chance to really tour the whole world. And we don't stop there. As new talent, we try to give I mean to contribute to community project, whereby we also want to implement to reach even adult or old women to really get also opportunities, because they're also in the bracket of vulnerables. Our sport for change and development, we also stand for sport, because we believe that through sport we can really elevate inclusion, and these children will be able to really interact with different people. Because in Nachi Valley, we have very many nationalities, people from different corners of Africa, people from different nationalities, people from Uganda, I mean, people from DRC, people from Somali, people from Sudan, people from Rwanda. We are very many here. So social inclusion is very needed. So we really expose these children to that environment where they will feel like, this is my brother, though he's coming from Rwanda. This is my sister, though he's coming from Sudan, which is the very thing that we really want to see. We also give them the opportunity to explore their creativity in art and crafts, because we believe in the potential that these children hold inside of them. We don't leave behind the young the young girls. We know that today's world believe that only the boys are the one that can do something, but for us we believe that what a man can do, a woman can also do it better. So we expose them to a place where they feel home, where they are also able to share something, no matter their genders. We also wish to really provide these young children with opportunities or scholarships to really join normal schools, because our program that we give them a program that we call a preschool program, to really get to identify their potentials and give them a program that's related to what they have inside, because this is something they can do better. This is something they do better than anyone in the world. So we believe into that. We believe into the potential that that very child hold inside of them. This is how we foster education. We really try to really identify their uniqueness of learning, because we have differences, and these differences that makes us. And we believe that these children too, they have different ways of learning, and by identifying what the way of learning, we really get to know what do we need to teach at a certain level, what do we need to teach at in the morning. Maybe you don't know, maybe a child came without eating food, but you're trying to tell them that they should really cram a formula of mathematics. So it's very hard for them to really cram that. So you really do need to identify their ways of learning. We make this environment, we call it a home. Actually, we call it a home away from our home. So we make this environment very friendly, and we make it very collaborative to these children so they can feel home and learn in their ways. Next, we also teach them languages. We believe that the world is more of different languages, whereby we need to explore those languages to make sure that we are also part of the world and we also contributed in any language, no matter your language would not really make you uh, feel different than others. As I said, we also give them an opportunity to really read books. So a library for the children to really explore different stuffs and learn from the books is something that we also expose to them. Part of that, in the program, we also expose them to really to an enjoyable learning experience. We find that we need to make learning funny for these children to learn and enjoy at the same time. We really have to say that they need to come there, they learn and play, and they become happy, which is one of something that relates very so much with the passion driven education, because we know that if we really explore the passion that within you and we give you the education that's relate to that, then you'll be able to enjoy and feel happy as you're learning. We don't really do it alone. We want to also involve parents to get to also support their children so they can also learn from home. We believe that we are the teachers, I mean we are the coaches, but the parents are also other coaches that need to contribute for those who are having parents. But for those who are not having parents, we also stand as parents, both uh, coaches and at the same time parents, because we need to care and feel that a, a young person has really learned something. Looking into scholarships is something that we are also relating to, and we really want to really give these children another second chance to dream and to dream in education, and give them another chance to really live their dreams in education by giving them a chance to go back to school and really explore their passion in education. And we don't really build them for just giving them the education, but we build them to become the leaders of tomorrow. And we want them to really contribute to the community because we believe into them. We believe that they are the leaders, they're the one they're going to make change tomorrow. And we are exposing them into all of these programs to make sure that they are also given a chance to contribute to the change of their communities, which is something very interesting about it. And here is one of the story of our young girl called Kelvina. She really has been with us for actually for 2 years, and we were so amazed with the dedication that she had. She wanted to become a lawyer, and we really couldn't leave this story behind. We wanted you to also read through and find that there is someone with a passion that want to become a lawyer out there, but they have no support. So we are standing with her to really make sure that she's she's getting the education, and let's really relate what she has inside, what her passion is, what her dream is with what she's learning. So New Talent for the Best Future is standing in between to support her and make sure that she reaches where her passion is leading her and where her dreams has to really reach. That's one of our potential girl, and I feel happy when I see her picture because she's so determined. I really put some more, I mean, a very big number of pictures for you to get to understand where we're coming from to where we are now and how are we doing it. So maybe you can also get an idea or contribute an idea on what we do, because we cannot really do it alone. And that's why I attached some a very big number of pictures for you to get to hear where we're coming from to where we are now. We are giving these children an opportunity to overcome that barriers of being vulnerable and being also exposed to opportunities like other children around there. So our impact overview is leading us somewhere, and this is where we want really to recognize young people's challenge and potentials. We know these young people are having challenge, and these are the challenge that we want to really first recognize. We recognize these challenges, and we know they went through trauma, they are going through poverty, they have no resources. But what is important is to see beyond all those struggles. What do they have? What do they have with them? They only have their potentials, they have their talent, they have their gifts, they have their skills, they have their passion within them, and that's the only thing we can cultivate. That's the only thing we can look at, because it's a God-given gift, and this is what they do best. They do it better than anyone in the world. We need to really cultivate that and our eyes on that, so we can really give them the opportunity to get the education that connects with what they have. So that's why we're also tailoring education to their talents, because we believe education is not actually a size fit for all. I know everyone everyone has, or all these children actually they learn in different ways and they have different abilities. So the only thing that we do, it's really to get to relate what they have within. Maybe they are good in sport, maybe they are good at drawing, maybe they have a specific skills that really need to relate to what they are learning, and really give them the opportunity to learn from excitement, because when they are doing what they are good at, they are getting education with what they have within. They are learning in excitement, and they learn while they are really happy with what they're learning, and they really learn faster. The next is supporting their interest and creativity. These children have different abilities and passions. Something amazing happen when a child is really doing what they are good at. Something happened, something amazing happened when they're able to really be given something that's relate to what they have inside. So for them to become more confident and more hopeful for the future, we need to really to give them a very opportunity, a very open opportunity to explore what's their interest and what's their creativity. What can they give? What can they give on the board? What do they have to contribute about this world? Do they have something to contribute about the world crisis? Are they having any passion that can really change the local community. And this drives, this gives us a motivation that even a very young child can contribute on a change. And without saying that they need to have this age or they need to be on this level for them to really contribute to change, but they are able to do the little they can, and it's making a very big impact. So we don't really forget supporting their emotion and life skills development. That's something that we truly recognize. We know they have gone through a lot of a lot of dramas, and these dramas are not really identifying them. Even though they have trauma does not identify them. They have a very different potential that can change something on this world. But we don't leave them behind. We get really to approach them, and really fun to hear from them and how we can mentor them on a level that can reduce the traumas that they have. So that's our belief, and we trust the process. We do it with the the resources that we have, because we believe that the only thing that we can do is starting now and doing it now. So that's what we're doing, and the children are getting are stepping out of the traumas, are stepping out of that zone of where they feel like they cannot do anything. They are only refugees. Young people are really stepping out of that, because their mind were like, no, you're a refugee, you cannot do anything. You are a refugee, you are nothing. But we really try to change that image and give them another perspective of feel like you can contribute on this world, you can contribute on the change, you can contribute on the development of this refugee camp, and then you're also going to contribute to the world, which is something very interesting. Our focus is on breaking down the barriers. There are different barriers that are really exposed to these vulnerable young people. While they deserve a life like other people out there, they deserve a life that is related to what they have inside. So our focus is to break down all those barriers, whether it's financial barriers or whether they are not really get uh, the I would say they are not really get evolved into the community activities, or they're isolated. We feel like we need to break that, maybe because of their genders, or maybe because of their physical appearance, maybe their disabilities. We break that to know that no one is really judged by their appearance or their physical disability. We stop that and feel like everyone can contribute. Everyone has the chance to go back to school. Everyone has the chance to dream, and that's what gives us the motivation every day. That's what's like, makes us wake up every morning to go and give that young child an opportunity to know how to write their names, because this is the most important thing. And we really don't want to do it alone. We want to engage the community like this one, this community that we have today, the community, the local community, parents and families, the global community, everyone. We want to get them involved in this, because we cannot do it alone, and we will never do it alone. We believe that through your contribution, through your support, through your idea, we can bring this to a next level. We can really get more vulnerable children involved. And we are not stopping to call upon each one of you, each one of any person around there, out there, who feel like he can also support a child. That's something that we want to really call upon everyone, because we believe if you help one, then you're helping the whole world. That one will also help another one, and the other one also help another one, and the other one help two of them. The other one helps five, and a group of them, and the whole world will be impacted. We believe in that, and I hope our time says that we need to stop from here. I want to thank you for our sharing and for hosting us today. We are very glad. I'm using we because I'm not here alone. I have a very big number of people behind me, and it has been a pleasure speaking to you. And I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for having us here. It's a pleasure, and we are happy to be here. Thank you so much.